Lagos and Rivers begins VAT collection today. The federal government has approved VAT collection, but not disagree. The government of Lagos and Rivers states have expressed their readiness to begin the collection of VAT, which is called Value Added Tax, in accordance with the judgment of a federal high court in Port Harcourt, which ruled that states and not the federal Island Revenue Service should be collecting VAT and personal income tax. Already, the River State Governor Nyesom Wike had signed into law the bill that empowers the state to collect value-added tax, while the Lagos State government said it had already notified all the stakeholders involved in payment and receipt of VAT of its resolve to enforce the judgment to the letter. This is in spite of the opposition by the FIRS, which already filed an appeal against the judgment, and some northern states who said they prefer the federal government to continue collecting the tax. Justice Stephen Palm, who delivered the judgment on August 10, 2021, also retrained the FIRS and the Attorney General of the Federation from demanding the taxes from the residents of the River State, with any implication affects other states. VAT is charged on the supply of goods and services in Nigeria according to those imported into the country, except the goods and service specifically accepted under the VAT account. By virtue of the Finance Act 2020, which took effect on February 1st, 2021, the value-added tax charge on affected goods and services rose from 5% to 7.5% yearly. VAT contributes significantly to the total revenue generated by the government. Prior to the court judgment, however, the FIR, an agency of the federal government, had the responsibility of collecting VAT on behalf of the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. The sum collected in turn shared among the three tiers of government, with the federal government taking 5% or 15% rather, the state 50%, local government 35%, while signing the Valued Added Tax Law number 4 of 2021 and some other bills into law. River State as standing on the part of history as representatives of the state to have taken the bull by the horns to challenge the legality of the federal government through the Federal Island Revenue Service, justifying the reason for filing the suits. Wike added, in his River State, we awarded contracts to companies, and within the last month we paid over 3 billion to the contractors, and 7.5% will now be deducted from that and to be given to FIRs. Now look at 7.5% of 30 billion of contracts we awarded to companies in which states and Rivers, you'll be talking about almost 3 billion only from that source. Now, at the end of the month, River State government has never received more than 2 billion naira from VAT. So, I have contributed more through the award of the contract and you are giving me less. What is the justification for it? In Lagos, the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Mr. Gbenga Omotosho, said that state government would soon commence the implementation of the court judgment, even if it had to send the bill to the House of Assembly to amend the relevant laws. He said the judgment was a reflection of true federalism, and the state government had already notified all the stakeholders involved in the payment and receipt of VAT of its resolve to enforce it. Omotosho stated, "We are aware of the judgment and we applauded it. In a federation, that is the way it goes in our pursuit of true federalism." It is a giant step forward, and in fact, we have notified all our stakeholders about the judgment that Lagos government will implement it. They have said it all already, but how long will this whole that thing go? And the question we should even be asking rather about it, this whole tax VAT they are talking about, is it in the benefit of the masses? That is the first question I need to ask. Because this, whenever they want to do anything, they don't think about the masses, they think only about themselves. So before we start criticizing the northern people for refusing to implement it, we need to ask this question ourselves. Does it benefit the masses? How beneficiary is it to us? That is the question. Not the parasite. You don't drink beer, but you can collect the money and spend. Let every state stand up to fight federal government on this VAT. Who told you? So many critics. People can criticize not knowing the real authorization of the thing. If it's going to benefit even you yourself that is talking, you haven't even know. You are already concluding and saying all sorts of things about the northern people. Yes, it is true that the northern people have banned beer in their state, most especially if we're talking about the Kano people, but that does not mean it's all around the whole not. Anyways, it happened only in Kano. Who told you they don't drink beer? They drink it very well. Ha ha ha. They use it to deceive me because I know you know waiting day. Okay? Who told you that? States must collect the money and make use of it in their state for more development. How can Buhari wants to collect personal income tax of state to spend for Boko Haram? Okay, or Iswa. After destroying many lives in northern Nigeria, most terrorists North Nigeria let them fend from the cows. Okay, since they said that cow is bringing in revenues for them, that they are and they're spending so much money on grazing side, then they shall allow the cows to generate incomes for them. Abi, that's all I'm going to say. Useless, lazy northern parasite. It's not up to that. You don't have to insult all the northern people because they are not all the same. There are so many hardworking northerners. What do you expect from the people with beginning mentality, no human capital development, no technology, incline, no water, no wealth creation? All they know is religious radicalism. They already know what will befall them if Nigeria is restructured. Poverty promoting not. Now the case is becoming more clearer. These people has very big reason why they are refusing from Nigerians to divide, because they know it benefits them more than every other people, right?